I'm happy to
Ooh.
hear that you are taking control of your ADHD.
Yeah, I've been working on it for a bit, trying to find the right medication for me, I suppose. One that won't make my heart explode. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to finally wrangling the beast inside and making it do my bidding for once instead of letting it control me. Are you going to be a normie? Yes. I did like have a nice conversation with my psychiatrist about it. She brought up a really good point that like a lot of my anxiety is probably stemming from just my ADHD messing with like my self-esteem. When I think about like streaming or like doing any kind of work, I just get so overwhelmed, and like when I start stream, I get so worried about, oh my god, like today am I gonna be able to talk like a normal person, or am I gonna sound like I have fucking early onset dementia, or be like, oh fuck, does anyone know what to do, and it's just more like accidentally the entire Coca-Cola. You know, I raw dogged life. I was too scared to take any kind of medication. I've never really been on any kind of medication until recently, because I just did not want to mess with that kind of stuff. I felt like anything that messes with like your brain chemistry is kind of scary. So yeah, for most of my life, I just did not want to have to deal with any of that. Now, I've just been in a place in life in the past year or so that I feel a lot happier, a lot healthier. And I thought like, why not try to kind of treat this one thing that's kind of nagging me? And you know what? I think I'm gonna do pretty well. Yeah, and I have a very supportive partner. He also has ADHD, so we both like relate to each other a lot. We both kind of bounce off the walls, and we share like the same kind of brain style, so to speak. So it can feel really comforting to know that I'm not alone. Like you two are related. Yeah. It's sometimes hard to find a professional that takes you seriously, which sucks. Yeah, a lot of people can be scared to like get started on that. It can be scary to be that vulnerable with like a stranger about something that personal to you as your mental health. And the other scary part is like you might not find like a doctor that clicks with you at first. You just gotta put your foot in the door, bro. It can be scary taking that first step, but you never know where that first step is gonna take you. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've been working on, I don't know, getting my ADHD stuff sorted out for the past since the beginning of this year, I think. It takes a while. It's a process for sure. Talking to different doctors and finding like a doctor that will work with you, for you. That's the thing with like, it's tough as, it sounds so lame to say this, but as a streamer, as a content creator, it can be tough to find a therapist that knows like understands where you're coming from. Thankfully, I found a psychiatrist that understands all that stuff. Like she actually like watches Twitch streamers and stuff. She gets it. My previous therapist was a really nice lady. She had like the aura of a comforting grandma that just like wraps you in a warm blanket and gives you hot cocoa, and that was perfect. But anytime I would talk about like, oh yeah, like there's this stuff like online and it's stressing me out, she wouldn't really understand it. She would do her best to give me advice and stuff, and it did help a bit, but it definitely would have helped more to feel like there was like a more of an understanding. Yeah, like she did not know what Twitch was. She did not really like understand my job. So it's a lot easier to talk to someone who does understand that stuff. A therapist that watches Twitch streamers, that's a modern therapist. She's not a therapist, so to speak. She's a psychiatrist, but yeah, she's actually like a bit of a gamer herself. She talked about how she really likes Metal Gear and stuff and Resident Evil. Yeah, she just went down like a list of like things like, so do you ever find yourself losing things often? And I just went, all I said was, oh god. And I just heard her laugh, and she just looked down at her clipboard and started just scribbling on it. Like all I had to say was, oh god. I told her my entire lore too. I was like, yeah, I was like an interdimensional alien space creature and ended up here on Earth and started sucking away people's sanity to fuel my powers. And then I got defeated by a moose and a weather goddess, and they sealed me away in Siberia beneath the ice for thousands of years until I was awoken again. And then I took on the form of a pink cat girl to trick people into thinking I'm a cute anime lady so that I can take their sanity through my Twitch streams. And then she prescribed me a lot of stuff.
Is your VTuber boyfriend in the room with us right now? And this so-called anime, you believe it's real?
I actually had that moment with her, like one of the appointments I had. He was like yelling in the background and I had to be like, oh yeah, that's my boyfriend, he's a streamer too. And she was like, sure. My boyfriend, who's also a streamer just like me, who also does anime stuff and also is ADHD. My Canadian streamer boyfriend. Told you he's real. I have a body pillow with his face on it. Yeah, my brother, my boyfriend.
So I got a patient next door who thinks she's a cat girl.
That's nothing. I got one who thinks he rules a castle, and he's Canadian.
Oh god.